Alrighty. I wanna show you a magic trick here. This is my EU14Y Glen 3D model in Blender with its profile picture. Let's go to 7. And I need to do some shading. I need to do some texturing. I need to finish building the model. I need to work on the engine. I need to work on the canopy. Did a little bit of work on the actual cockpit area. I'm not as worried about the cockpit area. I need to do that last, actually. I know there's some simulator guys that would love that and get this in War Thunder. Yeah, it's kind of hard to line up like that. But one of the problems is that I'm having right now, and I don't know if you can see this or not, but this is actually kind of out of scale. This see how these are supposed to be squares, and they're actually very slight rectangles. So that's causing this to be, it's not out of scale, it's out of perspective on the screen. I'm probably gonna have to get it. The easiest thing I probably have to do is get another hard drive and then load the other hard drive up, and then I actually have this stored on a separate hard drive. So I have some game programs. I think Star Wars is one of them. Every time I load up Star Wars: The Old Republic, for some reason it starts making stuff look goofy. In my World of Warships and in War Thunder, a little bit. I have this problem with. Well, this doesn't look too bad. Doesn't seem like it's affecting the War Thunder right now. But if I go into World of Warships, it seems like it makes the ships a little bit skinnier and stuff like that. They're not real horrible, but I can, my eyeballs can see it. I notice it. But yeah, I've been working. I'm very close to finishing the second part of my book, which is pretty cool. Go in here right quick. All right, let's go to my browsing history. There we go. Come on down. And actually, I could have went to my bookshelf too. But anyway, here's my book. Here's the book I wrote. And this covers basically the cruisers and the Spa cruiser, which is actually a big destroyer. The M-class cruiser, the O-class cruiser. It starts out with the history of the German Navy from the 1500s up to the beginning and through World War II, basically. It's kind of summarized, but it details the history. It shows what led up to this. And anyways, let's go out of there. Go back into Blender. And let's see. Let's find my Seiran. Oh, here it is right here. So let's see. Yeah. See which one I have the most completed. Would be, I think, this one right here, actually. Let's open this. Oh, I know what I was doing here. This is kind of funny. I actually made these circles. See, this is looking real crappy. I don't know why this is not. Why this is like you can tell the edges and stuff are just. I'm not sure why it's doing that. See, I had placed those circles above it so I could get a picture of it, show what it looked like with the decals on it. But yeah, these. Okay. Sorry about that. Anyways, my. Let's see, is it 3? It's 3. Yeah, and again, like I said, I don't know if this is because of the Star Wars stuff, but it sure Sure making my edges like jagged, and I don't like that. It's really messing the model up. Oh, that's another thing too. I put some stripes on, colored some stripes on the pontoons and stuff just to kind of get a. So was control one. There we go. There's a front shot. Just kind of, and I grade the bottom of that. I need to grade the bottom of this. I got to rework into this area here. This scoop and stuff I could do a lot better on. I really hope I don't have to remodel this. I'm tempted to take this into 3ds Max and start. Like I've learned a little bit about 3ds Max, but I might have to literally go in and like learn 3ds Max a lot better. Come up with a, because Blender seems to do all right. I've done all right with Blender, but I'm not real happy with Blender at the moment. With the seems like I was running into this, especially either that or I need to get a real stronger computer so that it can handle the dots and stuff like that. So I need to set up, or like I said, set up another main hard drive so that I can see if that solves the problem, or I might have to get a stronger graphics card. I'm not sure which yet, but I need to do something. I need to set this up to export it into 3ds Max, or I might even have to remodel it in 3ds Max. It seems like, because I'm going to have to put it in there so I can import it into the CDK, and I'm really wanting to get on this. I've been getting a lot of motivation. Let's see. I've been getting a lot of motivation from. I don't know. I think it's in my subscriptions. Yeah, here we go. Go down. This guy here's skinning and decaling in the CDK, which is kind of interesting. And then right here, Mr. Nov 829R. I've been following him. He's modeled. I'm not subscribed. Yeah, I'm subscribed. He's modeled this 196. This God, my brain's messing me up. This is his German float plane, and it is a Narada 196. And there was a few different models, but he's done such an excellent job modeling this aircraft and texturing it, and now he's putting in dirt. He's putting in these, like you can see this, the fuel. They call them like residual leaks, and then you get dirt, and then you get scratches, and you get scuffs and stuff like that, which, look, a lot of the earlier flight simulator games, these airplanes would look totally pristine, like they had just come out of the factory, like, and that's kind of, he's saying, I hope this plane not be a premium. I think he's Russian. Yeah, there's about 4 guys on here. There's a couple that might could help me. But there's a lot of them that I don't speak Russian. I'm real rusty in German, but there's a few that if I can get a hold of them. Of course, they're on the other side of the world too, so I got to get up at 3 in the morning to talk to them. But yeah, and I'm learning, and I need to get focused on this project so I can get these in here, because I've been working on them so long and setting them on the back shelf and stuff. I definitely would like to get my Seiran. I would definitely like to get this. And this is actually one of the first planes I modeled, so like I said, I might have to redo it, but I don't think I did bad. But if I remodeled it, I might actually figure out ways to make it more detailed with less dots, because I have quite a few dots in this. Let's go into edit mode. Whoopsie, why is it not? Let's go back into object mode. Let's click on the, there we go. Now let's go into edit mode. And I got it on faces. Let's put it on vertices. It's not too bad, but you can tell this propeller. See how many vertices I got in this propeller? This plane right now has 49,000, almost 50,000 vertices, which It don't look like it would, but and I was working a little bit on the cockpit area in here too. Actually, I already got these windows, and these windows are set up to be transparent if you put them into it. But like I said, this propeller I could probably simplify. And actually, this prop, which I had got out of I think it was the illustration from the models, looked this way. But now that I look at most of the Japanese airplanes or other pictures of this prop kind of looks like a German airplane propeller, which might have made sense because the engine in this plane was it's a Daimler-Benz. It's a licensed Daimler-Benz engine that the Japanese got licensed to basically copy it. And then this spinner, I might just be able to improve the mesh on this. I didn't know how to mesh stretch when I was building this plane, which mesh stretching is actually used more for like human or organic things, but it can be applied to hard models. So I don't think I did really bad on the body of the aircraft and stuff like that. But actually, if you zoom in, like these frames, I could probably simulate these. Let me get a little closer in here. I could probably simulate these frames because I actually more or less kind of like made these frames physically, because that's what made sense to me at the time. There we go. Whoops. A little too much. I'm just trying to zoom in here to show. So this is an awful lot of dots that I could probably get rid of. There's probably easier ways I could do some of this. So living and learning and stuff. I'm still rather proud of this airplane or this model, but you know, and people that don't know a lot about this modeling and stuff like that, you know, of course they're like, oh, that's fantastic. You go into object mode, you can't see all that stuff. And let's pick, I usually have something else that I can pick as a model so that when if I'm taking pictures of this and stuff, but I have some shading issues, and part of that shading issues is because the texture that I have on here is just actually color. It's not really a texture. I mean, it is, but it's not. It's just a color texture. And with the shading, it actually gives it a little bit of like reality depth, but the you know, it's not like actually texturing it, like, you know, like I need to UV map it and lay on the panel lines and put on the rivet lines and stuff like that, and clean it up and stuff like that. So I think I'm off to a good start. I just need to work some more, and I think I'm going to try to go into 3ds Max just to see what I can do in there. Because if I could master 3ds Max, and you know, I do like the Blender, but I think I could do, if I could get the 3ds Max going, then I wouldn't have to like model in Blender and then import into 3ds Max, because it has a different coordinate system, and you got to know how to set that up. You have to tell this to have backwards coordinates kind of on the Y and the stuff to get it to go into Max right. And anyways, I'm on 13 minutes, so I'm going to call it a day there, and thank you for watching.